And with a presidential election petition certainly in the offing, the focus now shifts to the 7-judge bench at the Supreme Court that will be determining the country's next political course. NTV's Ibrahim Karanja reports that it is not one of those enviable times for the Supreme Court judges owing to the heat the nature of such a petition generates as he goes through the profiles of the lords and ladyships sitting at Kenya's apex court.
Born of Article 163 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Supreme Court has consistently featured at breaking stalemates arising from contested presidential poll outcomes, standing out as a hallmark of the success of institutional reforms witnessed in the country after the chaotic 2007-2008 general election. In the general election of March 4, 2013 and the August 8, 2017, the highest court in the land delivered verdicts respectively upholding and overturning the presidential election results. Clause 3A of Article 163 of the Constitution gives the court exclusive original jurisdiction to hear and determine disputes relating to the elections to the office of the president. 7 judges will be sitting to hear the presidential petition of 2022 that will be filed by close of business Monday. Chief Justice Koome, who also serves as the president of the Supreme Court, will lead the bench through the 14-day spotlight, going through tens of thousands of pages of submissions, listening to a battery of lawyers before making a decision to either uphold or overturn William Ruto's win.
I, Martha Karambu Koome.
This will be the very first time for Koome, who joined the Supreme Court on May 19, 2021, to hear a presidential petition. Being a first-timer, however, does not take away the Chief Justice's decorated career as a judge since her admission to the bar as an advocate of the High Court in 1987. Her industrious career since becoming a judge of the High Court in 2003 and rising through the ranks to the Court of Appeal in 2012 and the Supreme Court 9 years later has found her sitting and determining an equally hot election-related case on October 2017 when she and 2 others sat beyond ordinary court hours. During the eve of the October 26, 2017 repeat presidential election, Koome and 2 others overturned a High Court ruling that had found all the returning officers in the country as being illegally in office, thus giving a new lease of life to the election that was hours away.
And unless it is checked, it will erode the confidence and the dignity of the courts.
Koome's most remarkable moment since she joined the Supreme Court was the recent ruling on a BBI appeal that dealt the final blow to the process of actualizing the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill of 2020. Also sitting at a presidential election petition for the first time is Koome's former boss at the Court of Appeal, Justice William Ouko, who has been at the judicial service since 1987.
I, Ouko William Okelo.
He joined the bench at the Supreme Court on the 21st of May 2021 from being a president of the Appellate Court. In hearing the 2022 presidential petition, Justice Ouko is invited to determine, amongst other things, a ruling of a 5-judge bench at the Court of Appeal in which he was a member that declared results announced at the polling station and entered in Form 34A as final in Civil Appeal 105 of 2017, famously known as the Minor Kiai case. The remaining 5 judges are Philomena Mwilu, the Deputy Chief Justice of the Republic and Deputy President of the Supreme Court. This will be Mwilu's second hearing of a presidential petition, having been on the 2017 bench that annulled Uhuru Kenyatta's win. Mwilu was one of the 4 judges led by Chief Justice Emeritus David Maraga, who passed the ruling to throw out Kenyatta's victory against 2 who dissented. The Deputy Chief Justice has tested the extreme of being on the bench for a presidential petition, with 2017 seeing allegations mounted against her over her alleged closeness to one of the parties in the petition. Mwilu was at some point arrested and arraigned over corruption, a matter she said was due to her stand in the 2017 presidential petition that even saw the shooting of her driver in Nairobi. The case over her conduct is still pending before the Judicial Service Commission. Justice Isaac Lenaola is the youngest member of the bench and will also be hearing a presidential petition for the second time. He too was among the 4 who threw away Uhuru Kenyatta's win in 2017, alongside Justices David Maraga, Philomena Mwilu and Smokin Wanjala. The decision by Smokin Wanjala to annul the August 2017 election made him a man who had once annulled and once upheld a presidential petition, as he was amongst the inaugural Supreme Court judges who listened to and unanimously upheld the results of the presidential petition of 2013. Justice Wanjala was among the Supreme Court judges who did not turn up to hear an election-related petition in 2017 that sought to block the repeat presidential election. His absence and that of retired Judge Jackton Ojwang, which remains unexplained to date, led to a no quorum at the court that Ndongo. And the spotlight in this battle royale will be on the 56-year-old who upheld the election outcomes as declared by IEBC in both the 2013 and the 2017 Uhuru Kenyatta's win as declared by the IEBC. Clause 2 of the Article 163 of the Kenyan Constitution states that the Supreme Court shall be properly constituted for the purposes of its proceedings if it is composed of 5 judges. Though the Supreme Court of Kenya is comprised of 7 judges, only 6 judges sat through the 2013 and 2017 presidential election petition. This was due to the lack of a Deputy Chief Justice during the time of the 2013 petition and Justice Mohammed Ibrahim's illness at the time of the 2017 presidential petition. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV, Nairobi.